Welcome to Wild Pair MTG, where I let the dice decide my deck. So the first thing I wanted to do here was kind of explain my idea for this project and sort of how I'm going to let some dice decide my deck. So what I have are all the paired commanders. I've got the partners, the friends, the background havers and backgrounds, and the doctors and companions. So using a set of dice, I'm going to randomize what pair I get. Alright, time for the first roll with the D4, and we got a 4. Okay, that means doctors and companions. I like the Doctors and Companions. They're a really nice twist on kind of the classic partner mechanic. There's a lot of really interesting effects in here. Nothing that's super duper powerful, but definitely some interesting things. I'm excited to see what we get. Our next roll is for the Doctor, and we're going to use a D6 and a D10. We've got a 1, which corresponds to an 8, so it's going to be the 8th Doctor. When he enters a battlefield, mill 3 cards, and once during each of your turns you may play a historic land or cast a historic permanent spell from your graveyard. And then it basically gets a finality counter. We can blink it, which would kind of work for that. But 6 mana, 4/4, it's got a lot going on. Alright, time to roll for the companion. We're going to roll a d6 to get its color ID. It's going to be a 5, so that means it's green. Alright, we're in 3 colors. Another d6 to decide on our companion. And it's a 4. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. And we've got Leela, Sevateem Warrior. Whenever opponent draws a card except the first one, she gets a counter. She starts off as a 3/3. It's historic, cast from the graveyard, mixed with +1/+1 counters, and maybe some extra draw for opponents? She can definitely punch in, and he's going to be casting stuff out of the grave. This is going to be a really interesting build. And the budget for this deck is going to be a shiny $20. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is kind of go over some synergies that I built into the deck. And first up is Selvala Explorer Returned. Taps to parlay, can add some mana, make sure everybody draws cards. Super useful on both sides, and it's historic. Up next, Argent Dias, another historic card. This is going to be one of the great pieces of removal in here that lets other people draw cards. Now, Smoke Bomb is probably my favorite piece of tech. It's got flash, so you can bring it out, protect your board. You can also recast it with the Doctor, and it lets Leela get through. Super cool card, surprised it's super cheap. Last but not least, Emergency Powers. This is just a great way to give Leela an instant speed, 21, more than 21 power, and swing in for lethal. So overall, sweet deck. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 pairs. Solid bracket 2 deck, super fun to play, and my opponents had fun playing against it too. And we'll call it Leela's Historic Hugs. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.